Speak version equals 1.0 XML lang equals EN. Voice name equals ENGB Ryan Neural, The Sorrowful Mountains, Cave of Despair. It seems that consumed too much of my internal force from that fight. Shit. My insides are a mess. Here. Take it. They're called the crimson-silvered sacred pills. After decades of research, I created these medicinal pills which provide immediate effects. It's able to provide you the immediate effects of an antidote, and it's also able to improve your internal state by 10 years. 1,000 sounds of death, the thing which you value more than your own life. This ideal of yours. What were you trying to achieve that you would create this atrocious plan? Only to corner yourself for a gruesome death. Who? What the hell? When did he? I can't move my body. No. The moment I make any sort of movement, I'll be killed. Wait. Long black cloak, which resembles that of a large bat wing. A silver spear, which has the seal of the ghosts engraved upon it. And the pale glow of his eyes that can strike fear into whoever gazes upon it. Is he? Perhaps. The one I've heard about. The Silent Knights for Demonic Lords. Spear of the Black Wings? Silent Knight for Demonic Lord, Spear of the Black Wings. Even though I consumed the crimson-silvered sacred pills, taking him on is impossible. Not to mention he's a legendary figure who was commonly referred to as the Ghost Spear. His Spear of the Black Wings. What should I do? Forgive me for being so late, Danyab. You were always perceived to be our hope. As you were a unique child who shone as bright as the stars. To think your uniqueness would turn you into this state. Hey, at such an early age, you learned the truth of this world. You always talked about bringing all of us out into the world. However, it seems your method of waking the rest of the Silent Night was for yourself to be killed. I see you were alive as well, Jean Muan. You know who I am. How could I not know? The mortal enemy of the Silent Night. The young tiger of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Danyab was a figure in the Silent Night that shined ever so brightly in the dark depths of our lives. But now that our source of light has been extinguished, the ones who have been slumbering for so long in darkness shall have no choice but to seek for their light outside. Shit, he's way too fast. If I was any slower than what? Wasn't I outside of his range? I shouldn't be anywhere near the range of his spear. While I was backing away, it seems this jade tag was able to block his attack. If it wasn't for that, then he would have pierced right through me. Is he able to extend his spear? His range is insanely long. As expected. He's called the Ghost Spear for a reason. One of the legendary demonic lords of the Silent Night, the Spear of Black Wings. Then there is the last descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Jean Muan. Isn't this the reappearance of the Northern Heavenly Sect and the Silent Night? My God! Is this the beginning of a conquest? Broken Fist Sect, Jade City Branch, Valiant Blue Moon. I've been able to reduce the scope of this poison. But it'll still be quite some time before I can figure out what kind of a poison this is. You'll need to take my time testing each and every little possibilities in order to uncle. Thanks. Were you able to find the cause behind the madman? Yes, I believe so. If I am right, this is a type of poison that's formed from light substances. It means it's poison that has been created by someone. They're not your average genius. What's important here is finding the correct antidote, but it seems that will take some time. No one is permitted to enter this place. We're from the Central Heavenly Alliance. Please step aside. Central Heavenly Alliance? Are you perhaps Elder Tang? Yes, that is correct. You said you're from the Central Heavenly Alliance? If that's the case, are you the ones we were supposed to have met? I am from the Investigative Bureau from the Central Heavenly Alliance. My name is Jiakmu. This is from our branch leader of the Central Heavenly Alliance. Elder Quan? Elder Quan Dizang. This is a letter of proof from him. From what I've heard, he's been having to lead the 9 heavens by himself while they're currently away from their positions. He's already a busy man, but even more so with these recent events. If it's a letter of proof from Elder Quan, then it's trustable. Starting now, the issues regarding this situation will now be under our direct control. Elder Tang is to return back home. What do you mean? Wasn't it the Central Heavenly Alliance who asked us to investigate the poisons that are behind this incident? Besides, it hasn't even been that long since you guys arrived at this place. How do you plan to go about dealing with these issues without fully understanding the entirety of it? Allow me to be honest with you. In truth, it's been quite some time since we've arrived at the province of Annam. I apologize for not informing you about this any sooner. We have remained undercover while we investigated these issues. But it was only recently that we were forced to take action due to the violent measures taken by the Broken Fist sect. Huh? You've been here this whole time? Then why didn't you come to us sooner? And what do you mean by the violent measures taken by the Broken Fist sect? It seems you're still unaware of what's happening outside. That's something both of you will need to see for yourselves. As for remaining undercover this whole time, with the appearance of a renowned poison master from the Tang family, the ones behind all of this started to become anxious, which caused them to speed up their process. This was something we needed, as we required somebody to divert their attention elsewhere while we investigated them. Oh. So you're telling me you guys were using us as baits? How dare the Central Heavenly Alliance do such a thing to the great Tang family? Please forgive us. But it was thanks to you guys that we were able to avoid their detection. And we were able to freely operate while we found information pertaining to these madmen. Elder Tang. The Central Heavenly Alliance shall be indebted to your grace, and we shall not forget about this incident. Now, the situation is quite dire. Please put away whatever feelings you may have and step aside. It would also be much appreciated if you were to hand over all your research materials and whatever results you were able to find. After all of that, the Tang family just needs to safely return back home. What do you mean? With the death of Danyap, the Silent Knight, which has been asleep for many years, will finally reawaken. And the entire world shall fall into chaos once more. Descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect. You must bear witness to it all. The price which you and the mainland must pay. The world that they speak of. And that's because the world of Neurom is much bigger and more mysterious than you would like to think. Now. Did you really think that would be all there is to it? There's something even more complex than what you're assuming right now. And that's because this world is not that simple. Then what is the truth of this world? The Silent Knight has reappeared. The 4 demonic lords are alive as well. Unhazel. I assume you're safe. As for the Broken Fist sect, they say resentment creates even more resentments. In the end, I ended up taking the lives of others. And the disgusting smell of blood has finally submerged my body into the world of Neurom. Is this truly my fate? But you know, there's something called the weapons of the gods. They're made from the will and desire of a master blacksmith. Depending on who that person is, it can become a divine weapon. Or a demonic weapon as well. One mistake, and yet can lose your mind and be consumed by that blade. So you'll be careful as well. I'll need to hurry and find Mr. Huang. I've wasted too much of my time. The Sorrowful Mountain, Cave of Despair. I hope you're safe and well. Please wait just a bit longer. I'll be there soon. Mr. Huang. How are you feeling? You were passed out on the side of the street. That's why I brought you over here. What's wrong? Why are you staring at me like that? Do I have something on move face? What the hell are you doing, Chun Jin? Come on. How does this bastard always see through me? Shit. Earth. Take this little brat and follow me. Wolf. Of. CA. Thank you, Chun Jin. Wolf. What are you thankful about? you've become an even greater figure than what the Black Moon had previously assumed. So all of the information I've gathered about you so far has become meaningless. Which is why I'll need to redo my entire investigation. And so, I had no choice but to rescue your sorry ass. This bastard. He had a fight with one of the 4 great demonic lords, the Spear of the Black Wings. He's insanely strong. Does that even make any sense? To be the skilled at such a young age. I guess the information of his death 10 years ago caused by a demonic man that attacked the Northern Heavenly Sect was all fake. But wait. Why did that fake information become regarded as the truth in the first place? Is it possible that someone is secretly supporting him? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. The Northern Heavenly Sect. Jin Wan. Due to the nature of his status, it's quite possible that he might have some backing. I'll begin my investigation by thoroughly researching on the people that have been around him. All need to redo everything from scratch. The TH Generation Sect leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Jin Wan. The Black Moon will certainly want to be the only ones who have this piece of information about him. However, due to the massacre that occurred in Jade City, and not to mention how all of this was orchestrated by the Broken Fist Sect and the Silent Knight, the fact that this young man single-handedly took care of this whole incident, I wouldn't be surprised if this news has already begun to spread, shall most definitely be known unto the Central Heavenly Alliance, the existence of Jin Wan. And this will be something that the Satian branch leader, Mai Wulriang, can do nothing about. But, Lord Black Moon. See, I will need to directly report this to Lord Black Moon. So until then, I'll need to stick with this bastard and find out every single piece of evidence that dictates that Jin Wan is in fact the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect. But the issue is time, since this news will soon spread to other regions. However, there's something even more important than all of this. It's the reappearance of the Silent Knight. Ah, my head hurts. Ah, you're awake, senior brother? I mended your clothes. You said that this was a precious gift from Mr. Wenchel. Wow. I have no words. Thank you, Mun Young, the Northern Blade. Will you become a disastrous calamity? Or will you become the light that guides this world? Central Heavenly Alliance Yang, a message from the province of Annam. Who was dispatched to that area again? I believe it was Jiakmo and Hiadong. It was 10 years ago when the world last saw him, as the Silent Knight made an appearance at the Northern Heavenly Sect. However, all of this was kept hidden away from the world. Then a few months ago, in the region governed by the Gongdong Monastery, numerous first-generation disciples and the eldest senior, Mug Wan, was defeated. According to eyewitnesses, the man responsible for this utilized an unknown swordsmanship. Then, in order to save the Tang family, this man battled against the Crimson Ghosts and had an overwhelming victory. And now, the one who dealt with the issues regarding the reappearance of the Silent Knight and the destruction which ensued in Jade City. It was none other than a young swordsman from the north. The Northern Blade. I was right. Finally, you have returned. My lord is beginning to make his move. Not bad, Northern Blade. Huh? Aren't those guys? Oh, what's this? I did. Not. No. You. Guys. Are. Staying. Here. As. Well. My. Goodness. To. Think. We'd. Share. This. Kind. Of. Fate. Ha. 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 I'm really happy to see you again. Leader. Please. You're embarrassing us. It seems you've gotten quite famous. You're more impressive than I thought. Famous? Ha. You don't know? The Northern Blade. That's your nickname. Everyone's saying that a new rising star has finally arrived. Ah, shit. They're fast. How far has this news spread? The Iron Brigade's leader, young New Song, they're an infamous mercenary group. That means the Central Heavenly Alliance should know as well. Shit. If they're aware of the rumors. But I doubt the information pertaining to the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect has yet to reach them. So, in any case, it's nice seeing you again. Were you able to get what you wanted from the Broken Fist Sect? Nope. Not at all. Because the Broken Fist Sect caused such a mess, we were practically chased out of their place. A few days after you left, we were just about to finish our meeting. But then the Investigative Bureau from the Central Heavenly Alliance made a sudden appearance. I heard that this whole mess was instigated by the Broken Fist Sect. This is my first time seeing a disaster like this. Things are going to get complicated. So you were trying to receive the assistance from the Broken Fist Sect in order to easily resolve your issues. But since you were denied any help, you quickly realized that Gene Nguyen should be more useful to you regarding the current situation. So essentially, you're switching ships in sighting with him. Is that it? What a sly bastard. As expected of the Iron Brigade. Nothing matters more than the end results. My goodness, it's hot. I'm burning up. The Central Heavenly Alliance. They want me to stay put while they take care of everything by themselves? Come on now. Since when did I, Heerden, ever state that? I can't possibly say such things to an esteemed figure like you. All I'm saying is for you to relax for the time being, that's all there is to it. Anyhow, it's stuffy in here. The number of people who have perished in Jade City is over 300. The cries of the dead are piercing through the heavens right now. TCH. You are already overstepping your boundaries by taking over the entirety of the province of Unnam. And ended up destroying half the place during that process. Being greedy is never too good. However, by doing so, we were able to reveal the truth behind the Silent Night. I believe this should be met with a reward. That's not what the Nine Skies thinks. Sect Leader Joe. Politics isn't something you can just brute force your way. If you use too much strength, it's inevitably bound to break at some point. Damn you. Central Heavenly Alliance. So this is how you're going to act. The power and influence that I've been building up for over a decade vanished overnight. The strength of the Broken Fist Sect has been reduced by half. What a disgrace. Payan, even after all the boasting you've done, to think you be the one to cause our downfall. There is nothing to worry about. This is why I have decided to follow you, my lord. Please just focus on looking at the task before you. I shall deal with all the minor inconveniences. What a useless bastard. The Nine Skies. They hold one of the highest positions and are able to rule over the heavens. On the other hand, I have spent my entire life fighting against the Silent Night. Just how much more do I have to do in order to claim that for myself? The Broken Fist Sect. To think they'd cause this big of an issue. I always knew they'd end up causing trouble. They become too accustomed to their powers and do not fear the skies. But I guess this isn't too bad for us, the Central Heavenly Alliance. We were still able to acquire an excuse that can control one of the troublesome Great Four of the Northern Heavens. So, what does the Central Heavenly Alliance want me to do? For the time being, close your gate. Are you telling me to destroy my own sect? How dare you say such things? You bastard. Sect Leader Joe. Please think this through. I'm sure you're already aware that the Silent Night will soon make their appearance. Once that happens, you will be able to wipe all of your debt by achieving a great merit. This shouldn't be too hard for you, as you are one of the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, who was personally dealt with the Silent Night for many decades. Ah. Forgive me. In any case, it shouldn't be too hard of a task. Right, Sect Leader Joe? If you are able to stop the advancement of the Silent Night once more, then the Central Heavenly Alliance, no. The whole world will sing praises about the Broken Fist Sect. All my is expected, the only one who can stop the Silent Night is Joe Chonlu himself. Those will be the words that will welcome your deeds. Why? Just why did you issue this reckless order without first consulting me? Am I still a useless son to you, father? If you truly believe you're the best in this world, why are you willingly choosing to walk this path of destruction, father? Once you get the chance, please send your son to the Central Heavenly Alliance. Are you planning to use my son as a hostage? Please watch your words. We dare not do such a thing. In any case, we will take the issues regarding Jade City into our own hands. One of our finest inspector, Geokmu, has been tasked with overseeing that area, so there is nothing for you to worry about. As for the issues regarding the Silent Night, the Central Heavenly Alliance has already begun their preparation. In order to contend against the Silent Night, we have started to gather the strongest and most talented young martial artists in order to form a group known as the Conquerors. The members of the Conquerors will be bestowed with power beyond their imagination. It will essentially be an army of young heroes from all regions. And the ones who have highly distinguished themselves shall have the chance to lead the mainlands for themselves. You fucking bastards. You're just sugarcoating your words. In truth, you're planning to hold him as a hostage. I am Jo Chonwo, one of the divine successors of the Broken Fists. The Demon Fist, Jo Chonwo. If I were to give up this easily, then there would have been no reason for me to have betrayed the Northern Heavenly Sect. Just you wait, Nine Skies. Central Heavenly Alliance. But before that, the young martial artist who was involved in the issues regarding Jade City. It was because of that bastard that our plan was ruined. The one who caused us to taste this bitter disgrace was none other than him, the Northern Blade. I'll need to see who you really are for myself. How long do you plan to follow us? Who? Me? Follow you? Don't be mistaken. It's just that our paths are the same. Then please go ahead of us. No. I don't feel like it. Besides, I like watching you walk ahead of us. I enjoy seeing that broad shoulder of yours. Forgive us, Master Jean. Allow me to apologize for my leader's behavior. I know it's shameless for us to say this. But currently, the Iron Brigade has no one else to rely on aside from you, Master Jean. Our business in Jade City with the Broken Fist sect has been nullified. Not only did it become a waste of time, but we were not able to gain any sort of lead as well. We've come to the conclusion that Master Jean must have some sort of clue since you were in Jade City a couple days ahead of us. We also did not know that Master Jean is a martial master in the Transcendent Realm who possesses an extreme amount of power and skill. So I apologize for my rude behaviors that I've expressed in the past. I beg of you. Please help us. Exactly. Isn't it a good thing for you as well? Once a friend, always a friend. Isn't that great? Let's move on from our past and help each other out. Besides, you're starting to gain a reputation. I'm willing to bet that you're going to become even more famous than before. So what I'm trying to get at is that you're going to require further assistance as time goes on. You're eventually going to need some sort of protection. We also have the same objective in mind, and that will be our duty as the Iron Brigade. We're quite reliable if I say so myself. Not to mention, don't you require money for your travels and lodging fees? If you lack money, we also have the White Dragon Merchant Troop with us as well. Let's take full advantage of our little piggy banks, huh? We need to hurry. We've already wasted too much time. Head towards the sorrowful mountain, Valley of Despair. What a refreshing lad. Eh? Ah. Nice to meet you, young miss. It seems I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm the leader of the Iron Brigade, young New Sung. I noticed that you were together with Master Jean back at the tavern. What business do you have that you're traveling this dangerous path with a man like him? When did Jean get such a cute girl for himself? I'm starting to get jealous of that bastard. What the hell was that large object? It was much bigger than mine. Ah. Leader. What are you doing over there? Let's hurry and get going. Leader. Central Heavenly Alliance Secret Intelligence, Department of Pursuit and captured leader SEO New Sang. I have delivered our reports to the Central Administrative Bureau. I have also received a message from the Central Administrative Bureau as well. They have stated that the Broken Fist sector seal their gates. They closed off their gates. Central Heavenly Alliance. One of the most troublesome great for of the Northern Heavens, Jo Chonwoo. You were able to cut him off this easily? Good work. Continue to maintain watch over the province of Unnam for the time being. Make sure to report even the slightest changes. Understood, sir. Did you eat? Ha, D.A., no. I haven't eaten just. Go and eat. Thank you, sir. 7 years ago, at the Central Heavenly Alliance's Shining Branch, are you certain that Jean Mo-won is dead? What a stubborn bastard. I have confirmed with my 2 eyes. I'm certain that he burned to death as I was not able to see him escape from the burning house. That night. The first person to come to the Shining Guard post to request for backup was none other than your leader, Jong Pei-san. Through him, we were able to find out that the 4 dead Heaven Shinmue, Simon family, So Munwa, and the undying spirit damned Sit-chan. The 3 descendants of the 9 skies were in danger. And because of this, we were able to safely rescue them in many warriors who suffered injuries as well. However, you on the other hand. You were able to survive, unscathed. How were you the only survivor of that incident? How many times do I have to repeat myself? I feel like I've explained myself countless times already. I, as the vice leader of Jong Pei-san's mercenary group, was on patrol duty at that time. I was able to detect that something strange has happened to the rest of our guards and started to make my way to them. However, when I arrived at one of their locations, what greeted me was a gruesome tea. And that's when I caught tea of those monsters. When I made my way back to the Northern Heavenly Sect, a fight had already ensued. Unfortunately, I was unable to join their fight as I lacked power and skill. That was when I realized that I must do whatever I can in order to survive, so that I, at the very least, could give a full report regarding the situation of that night. As a member of the mercenary group that belonged to the Central Heavenly Alliance, I only had the best intentions in mind when I made that decision. That bastard, Jong Pei-san, even though he was supposed to be our leader, abandoned us and ran away by himself. You've been stating the same answer, even though you've been tortured for several months. If that's the case, I shall trust your words. Jong Pei-san. Despite being our leader, he was nothing more than a rotten and corrupt bastard of the Central Heavenly Alliance. However, my lord is different. Because of this, I must do whatever I can in order to endure as well. No, I must endure. Continue to endure. Until the day my lord reappears. That is why I must enter into the Central Heavenly Alliance. And in order to become someone who can provide as much support as I can for him, I must do my best to attain a position of power. That was how I became a low-ranking warrior in the Shining Branch. In truth, I was a low-ranking warrior by word, as I was always kept on constant watch. I was no different than a slave who did nothing but chores. That was how I spent the next 3 years of my life. At night, I continued to relentlessly train in the martial arts that was given to me by Lord. Without rest. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into each and every day for 3 years, and eventually, their suspicions diminished. That was how I became Yang Manchiak's right-hand man. Then one day, while working under him, the Central Heavenly Alliance sent a message that they required assistance at the Special Intelligence. Without any hesitation, I offered my support to them. Of course, Yang Manchiak didn't send me off that easily. But that was how I started my journey as the lowest-ranking member in the Central Heavenly Alliance's Special Intelligence. I was quickly promoted to the leadership position within that Special Intelligence. The Special Intelligence was one of the few places where they contained many secrets and inner workings of the Central Heavenly Alliance. It was a group that was responsible for uncovering and gathering hidden information regarding the movements of our enemies. And continued to spread these rumors to the best of my ability. Although I was unable to visit the city of Nanju as often as I wanted, due to the distance. It seems he's doing quite well for himself, since no one is keeping a watch on him. As expected of those bastards of the Central Heavenly Alliance, they never learn. Because they're drunk on peace, they're way too complacent. They believe that the world will always revolve around them and never clean up their mess properly. But this works to our favor. It's thanks to their overconfidence that Mr. Huang didn't fall under their suspicion, which allowed him to be free from unwanted eyes. It seems I don't need to worry about our Lord anymore. Mr. Huang, please keep up the good work. It's been about a year since I've last checked up on Mr. Huang. To think he got caught up in this mess. I hope you're safe, Mr. Huang. This is the path that my lord took. He started in the province of Gansu, then made his way over to the province of Sation and headed towards the province of Annam. That was the first appearance of the Silent Knight. With that, the Broken Fist Sex, Zhou Chonhua. The members of the Investigative Bureau of the Central Heavenly Alliance kept watch over him. That's when the White Dragon Merchant Troop and the Iron Brigade, who were on their journey to recover their young master who disappeared, met up with my lord. And he should now be on his way to search for Mr. Huang. If I followed my heart, I would have already left the secret intelligence, and would have immediately returned to my lord's side in order to assist him. However, it's still not the right time. I'm not sure if my lord finished his training, but what's true is that his surroundings are still far too weak. So until my lord's surroundings are fortified, I will have to do my best to prevent him from catching the attention of the Central Heavenly Alliance. It seems we will soon enter into a turbulent era. The Silent Knight and the Central Heavenly Alliance are still in the process of gathering information regarding each other. Once they finish that task, a war will soon break out. I only have one lord that I serve. Therefore, I shall continue to maintain my position here until the time is ripe. So this is the Sorrowful Mountains, Valley of Despair. What an eerie place. These mountains are giving off quite a frightening aura. This isn't a place for ordinary people to enter. Captain Gong. Starting now, I think it's best that we split up. The energy from those mountains is not normal. Since we don't know what dangers lie ahead of us. I apologize, since you guys came this far. But would it be possible for the White Dragon Merchant Troop to head back to the tavern? I promise we'll do our best to rescue everyone. So please head back and prepare a nice welcome feast for us. Humph. I see. If that's the case, we'll do as you ask. But please make sure to be careful. We shall pray for your success. Moon. Yes, leader. We shall begin our search. Let's see, we'll have Senior Brother Ram and Senior Brother Hong as our vanguard, as they are highly skilled in tracking. This isn't your usual mountain. The ones protecting our flanks shall be Sea Agent and Senior Brother Gong. Yes, sir, leave it to me. And the ones protecting our rear shall be Sundial and Shredder. Are you purposefully putting me towards the rear just because I stabbed your leg by accident? I don't care where you position me, I just want to go home already. I'm pretty sure my eyes were playing tricks on me. Yep. There's no way she has something that enormous. What are you impressed about, kid? Make sure to stay focused at all times. Whoa. Oh, I'm certain. There is something lurking in these mountains. You're an interesting person. HM? There are times where you are a stubborn and upright man. But other times, you also know how to be a compassionate and understanding person as well. Even though you look like you have nothing, it seems you possess martial arts that are strong enough to earn you the title of the Northern Blade. Like Jean, it's highly likely that you'll become even more renowned than before. Because of that, it's also likely that you'll end up becoming consumed by that. Don't let pride cloud yourself. Make sure to maintain the self that you are now. If you don't, you'll end up hurting not only yourself, but the people around you as well. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Thank you for your words. Vice Leader Chai. So this is the Valley of Despair. It would seem that way. The eerie aura has gotten much stronger than before. Even if the Sorrowful Mountains are known to be shrouded in energy, this much is quite excessive. If the clouds are unusually concentrated in a particular area. If I had to guess, this is a form of illusion. Illusion? Do you think you can break through it? I know you're pretty skilled in illusionary arts, right? It seems to be a mixture of the illusionary art of the universal labyrinth and the illusionary art of the meridian shadows. But if that's the case, we'll need to position people in the northwest and northeast locations, and have them look for an object that can function as a key and move it. Afterwards, we'll need to forcefully apply a counter-illusion. No, wait. Before that, we'll need to evenly disperse a destructive force in a widespread area in order to maximize efficiency. Just a little bit more over there. There you go. Senior sister, don't move until I give the signal. Just hurry up, you little shit. Who? Howa. This is taking longer than I expected. I guess that just means this illusion is more difficult than what it lets on. Illusionary art. If it's him, I'm sure he can easily break through this. I had a feeling I would require his assistance. I wonder what he's up to now. This. What the hell is this place? We don't know what's ahead of us, so make sure to stay on guard. There seems to be something over there. Was this a Buddhist temple at one point? Why do I feel like there are ghosts lurking in this place? What is this? They're the people who were kidnapped. The Sorrowful Mountains, Valley of Despair. Please. Head to that place. There are a lot more merchants and bodyguards at that place. I sincerely hope your uncle is there. He was telling the truth. They're the merchants and bodyguards who went missing. Thankfully, it seems they're still alive. It looks like they're in the process of turning into madmen. But what happened to them? I heard these madmen are quite violent and attack you like beasts. But it seems these people haven't fully turned into those madmen just yet. These madmen. Just what kind of a monster did this to them? I was able to slow the spread of the poison due to the 3 foundational cultivation technique. I wonder how much longer I can last. It would seem just like my fellow comrades who turned insane. The teachings that I personally learned from my sect leader. Wanchel. Even until death, you're still talentless as ever. Mr. Huang. I guess now that I'm nearing my death, I'm starting to hallucinate. Mr. Huang. Sect leader. Mr. Huang. War. Young. Master. Young master. Forgive me, Mr. Huang. I hope I wasn't too late. I've been careless this whole time. Because of that, I've put you in danger. Why is the young master here? How could I not come after you when I found out that you disappeared? I honestly believe that I would never see the young master again. This isn't a dream, right? Here, Mr. Huang. Please eat this first. This is the Crimson Silver Spiritual Pill that's been handmade by the Tang family's 10,000 Poison Master. What? The Tang family's 10,000 Poison Master? How did someone like him become acquainted with the young master? It's a renowned spiritual pill that's able to cure over 10,000 poisons, and it's also able to strengthen your internal qi. In any case, do you know what happened at this place? Aside from you, it seems nobody else was able to maintain their consciousness. That's because. But all I remember is that we were just about to reach the province of Unnam. When we were suddenly ambushed by some unknown bandits and were kidnapped by them, I finished administering the poison to the recent captives. Good work. The ones that have fully turned into a madman shall soon be released outside. Make sure to separate these people from the rest. And the ones that are currently under transformation are to be isolated into the cell. It's thanks to the fact that I didn't completely lose my senses that I was able to forcefully block off my blood flow, which allowed me to slow the spread of poison. So I had no choice but to hold still. The only thing I could do was to fervently meditate the teachings of the 3 foundational cultivation technique, which allowed me to barely hold on to my life. Isn't the 3 foundational cultivation technique a part of the Quanjian sect's Taoist teachings that specialize in anti-demonic energy? Yes, I believe that is why I didn't fully transform into a beast. However, I was just about to give up since I was soon reaching my limit. I never expected the young master to show up like this. Sect leader Jean Quanho was the one who took me in. And the young master is the one who saved me. I, Wangchul, have no regrets if I were to die today. It seems the special cultivation technique from the Quanjian sect's Taoist teachings was what really protected Mr. Huang. Please don't say that. Hurry and circulate the spiritual pill, Mr. Huang. Thank you. Young master. Ah. This is the third young master of the White Dragon Merchant Troupe, Yunjam Young. I did my best to slowly move the third young master to this place while avoiding the eyes of our captors. It was a good thing he was close to where I was. But it seems he's just about to become consumed by the poison. I suspect it as much. So that's the third young master of the White Dragon Merchant Troupe, Yunjam Young. I also blocked off the flow of his blood and hid him behind me. But that was all I could do for him. You're impressive, Mr. Huang. Even in that state, you were able to do something like this. Holy shit. Mr. Huang? Are you okay? I can't believe this. I'm so glad that you're safe. Oh my, who's this? Isn't this Munyun? You're here as well? Munyun. You've really grown. Huh? Isn't this person? Leader Young. We found him. Even though the third young master is suffering from the effects of the poison, we were still able to recover him. As for the rest, distinguish them by the uniform they're wearing and separate them into two groups. The bodyguard group and the merchant group. Afterwards, we'll line them up and move them outside. Iron Brigade. We're almost done with our mission. Our reward is just within our grasp. All right. Let's get to work. How are you feeling? Are you okay to move? It seems most of the effects from the poison have diminished. I should be fine now. But I must say, the spiritual pill you gave me is quite something. Thank you very much, young master. No need to thank me, Mr. Huang. It's all because of your hard efforts. We should be able to cure the rest of the poison once we leave this place. I know someone who was quite skilled in the usage of poison, and they're currently developing an antidote in Jade City. You'll make a full recovery with the help of this person. The same goes for the people of the White Dragon Merchant Troupe. My goodness. Words can't describe how thankful I am, young master. Munyun. Give the blade that we bought in Jade City to Mr. Huang. Huh? What's this? A heavier sword is suited for the people who have learned the 3 foundational cultivation technique. And it just so happened that there was a decent blade in the market when we were acquiring information regarding your whereabouts. I'll make sure to refine that blade when I get chance as well. Really? Thank you, young master. It seems the only thing I can do is to thank you. Is that why you told me to buy this back then? Hey, wait with me for a second. Take a look at this. I'm pretty sure this is the cause of the madman. What did I tell you? For normal people, the moment they're exposed to this intense venomous qi, that's some intense venomous qi, they will probably become lightheaded and faint immediately. Right? I guess this is the source. Since we're not quite sure, I'm going to take a piece of this thing and take it back to the Black Moon. Don't worry. Behold. The ancient height of a deer that's been dried well over 100 years. Are you going to be okay? Just kidding. I have no clue what this leather pouch is made of. In any case, I just need to carefully seal off this pouch and I should be fine. Elder Tang and Lady Tang? What's going on over here? How have you been, Master Jean? These men are from the Administrative Division of the Central Heavenly Alliance. I am Giotmo from the Central Heavenly Alliance's Investigative Bureau. I go by Jean. Greetings, Master Jean. It is an honor to meet the new rising star of the mainland. In lieu of the Central Heavenly Alliance, I would like to express my gratitude for what Master Jean had done for us. It was thanks to you that the situation in Jade City was quickly resolved. Now, please allow the Central Heavenly Alliance to take care of this issue. We are fully aware that Master Jean is an outstanding figure, however, this is not a task that one person can shoulder on their own. Not to mention, this issue also involves the Silent Knight. As for the Iron Brigade, we're well aware of how skilled and respected of a group you are. But I believe this issue was beyond the range of your scope. It is an issue that requires the strength of many. So, please allow us to handle it from here on out and have a safe return back home. Master Jean and the Iron Brigade have done more than enough already. The Central Heavenly Alliance shall never forget your courageous deeds. What the hell is this? Are they planning to take credit of this situation, even though we're the one who did most of the work? Ah, shit. I worked hard separating those guys into their respective groups. Then are you implying that you know how to cure these madmen? Actually, even before we requested the assistance of the Tang family, we've been researching a cure for this poison ourselves. TCH requesting our assistance, my ass. I assure you that we are very close to creating an antidote. It's only a matter of time. Please trust us. Hold on. May I ask what that box is? I'm sensing quite an atrocious amount of venomous chi. I believe whatever is inside that box is related to the symptoms of these madmen, correct? You can leave that here with us as well. We'll be the ones to analyze it. Whatever. Just give it to them. TCH. Then we'll leave everything entirely in your care, and shall pray for your success. Master Jean, we're the Central Heavenly Alliance. Let me repeat that once more. The Central Heavenly Alliance. I am the Iron Brigade's Vice Captain, Moana of Unending Wit. Allow me to express our honor and gratitude for the Central Heavenly Alliance to be the ones to take responsibility for this issue. We shall heed your words and take our leave. However, we shall take the third young master of the White Dragon Merchant Troop with us. In truth, our mission was to recover everyone, which included the bodyguards. But our first priority was to rescue the third young master. In order to signify that we have completed our mission, we hope that you would make an exception and allow us to take just the third young master with us. Unfortunately, that will not believe it to me. I'll be the one to take care of that man. In the first place, our task as the Tang family ended at Jade City. The only reason why we didn't return back home and followed you guys to this place was for personal reasons, as I wanted to take a closer look at the madman. So, we'll take our leave now and I'll make sure to treat the third young master on our way back home. What? Since you guys did a splendid job of using the Tang family as your bait, shouldn't you at least grant us this exception? And I see. If you require further medical assistance, please do not hesitate to send in to us, the Central Heavenly Alliance. Requiring further medical assistance? You guys are the ones who will soon be asking for my assistance. Just you wait. Then until next time. Since this issue is more of an urgent matter, we'll temporarily overlook everything that you've done. However, since you were directly involved in the situation regarding Jade City, we will soon require you to follow our investigative process, Master Jean. So, yes. Until next time. Have a safe trip back home. What the hell are you guys doing? Search for anything that might provide some sort of information or clue. Make sure to prepare a transfer system for these lunatic bastards as well. Hurry and get to it. That man was one step ahead of the Central Heavenly Alliance. Ah, this isn't right. Not right, indeed. Not only did he subjugate the bastards of the Silent Knight on his own, he was also able to rescue the people that were kidnapped. The Central Heavenly Alliance should have been the ones to take full credit regarding this issue, as it would have allowed us to gain more power and influence over the hearts of the people. But at least we'll be able to take credit for the safe recovery and administration of aid to these captives. The Northern Blade. As soon as we complete our task here, I shall make sure to thoroughly dig into your background. Silent Knight. What a fun little prank you pulled on us. It's thanks to you bastards that we'll be temporarily put into a troublesome situation. I guess that perhaps. Danyop. Forgive me. It seems I was too late. In the end. This is what you intended. My little one. Who was it? Who the hell did this to my Danyop? Jean Muan. The last descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Oh ho ho. Of course. The Northern Heavenly Sect. To think our ill-fated relationship would bring us this far. As the elder of the Silent Night. And one who stood on the battleground is the thousand sounds of death. I shall request for a great assembly. Form 1,000 sounds of death. Elder of the Silent Night in Chinhak, make sure all of the four great demon lords are present. Run. We need to get out of here. Kill the young miss of the Witch of White Night. That was what we, the Blue Flower Clan, had been hired to do. But we soon came to the realization that you were an opponent we could never defeat, which is why we gave up and ran. So do you really have to go this far? Why? Regardless if you guys attack me or ran away out of fear. Why should I let you live? Please. Can't you just let me live? Although I make a living taking the lives of others. I'm a father who has kids to take care of. Please. Spare my life. Enough. Young miss. Oh, it's our young. These were the assassins that you sent after me, right? I thought I told you last time. They're way too weak. Can't you hire stronger assassins? I believe the young miss is just too strong. My leech has summoned you. Did she now? Did you call for me, Master? You're finally here. It's only a matter of time before you perfect the technique, Silver Light of the Ice Crystal Sea. Now, your title as the possessor of White Night is most befitting. Hazel. Thank you, Master. Silent Night's possessor of White Night, unhazel voice. Speak.